K-Pax.
My first stop was really to make contact with a senior psychiatrist in New York and visit a number of mental hospitals and spend some time just seeing what that world was.
And in fact, in the research that we did when we went around to several mental institutions, one of the questions that I would ask the staff is, you know, do you have anybody here who believes they're from another planet? And they would go, oh, yeah, there's like 11, aren't there? Yeah, there's like... So it's not uncommon, and in fact, I met a number of them, and they had tinfoil taped to their buttons and on their ears, and you know, because it's better reception.
You're really from up there?
Indeed.
When I have respect unto all that command.
I am from K-Pax.
One of the things that interested me about K-Pax was that it wasn't easily identifiable as a genre movie. It's not a straight comedy or a straight sci-fi movie or a straight mystery or a straight psychological drama, but it's really got something of all of those elements. And it works on a number of levels story-wise. It's a very interesting mixture of different types of film.
I think it's just a good story, a good yarn. It's got everything in it. Everything comes out of character. So I think it's a character piece. I think it's a true character piece.
Well, there is one way you could convince me beyond any doubt. Of course, I would need your consent. It's called hypnosis.
I'm sorry, I just don't see the point.
You know, it's not a big movie, you know? I mean, it's primarily an interior film. It's sort of pyrotechnics or the acting that this company of actors do, this relationship between Jeff's character and my character.
One of the great things that we see in the film is an encounter between two characters, getting to know each other, coming to respect and feel affection for each other on camera, and in a way that I think was perhaps happening during the shooting of the film, because I don't think they knew each other very well before we started making the film.
His dad taught him about all the constellations in this. But he doesn't want to know about any of that right now.
Why not?
Or something happened. That's why he called me. He called me when something bad happens.
There was no ego, there was no barriers, there was nothing we couldn't say to each other. And so the work becomes a joy every day. You're coming to work with somebody who really wants to make it better.
Ian softly created a great environment for all of the players to have fun. When you come to work, we were playing, having a good time.
Kevin and Jeff are like two of the most skilled film actors there are in America. Kevin is sort of a gunslinger, you know, I mean, because he can completely be laughing and joking with people, and then the minute they say action, he's focused and it's right. Like he's just really good at it.
So, Prot, Mark tells me you don't eat meat. I think that's very healthy.
Oh, speak for yourself, burger.
Jeff's the same way. Jeff's just mellow and loves being there, and it's such a treat, and it's just such a joy when you work with people who know that it's a sort of a blessing to be there.
It really asks, you know, important questions, which is, you know, who are we? As important as that is, well, you know, well, how do we live? What do we do? And it might be that we never answer the first question. And just to be aware that there are some questions that won't be answered, I think, you know, makes one get a bit closer to ideas about what at least is in our power to achieve.
That's the goal, you know, I mean, even if it's not a full wake-up call, even if we just get a little nudge, you know, that's what good art does. A painting, a play, a movie, a book, you know. I think that's what art can do if it succeeds.
To tell you the truth, K-Pax sounds like a beautiful place. I'd like to see it sometime. Think there's a chance of that?
I think you should see more of your world.
One of the things that people may be talking about after seeing this film is that our belief systems can be prisons in a way, and in life we have an opportunity to take each moment fresh. We don't have to superimpose our old belief systems on how things are.
I think ultimately that's maybe what the film's about, is our capacity to believe. Is it possible? Are there beings from other planets among us? And if there are, what would they look like? And what would we think of them? And what would they think of us? I've always believed that there must be other galaxies and other places and beings. It's too arrogant to believe that we're the only ones.
I can't stand this! I demand to know which one of us is going with you.
Well, I can tell you this. There's extra points for the one who goes to sleep first.
It's really a film that, in terms of what life is about, it says, well, we don't really know. We think we know, but let's concentrate on what we do know and appreciate it.
You and Robert Porter are the same person.
That's patently absurd. I'm not even human.
Can't you at least admit the possibility?
I will admit the possibility that I am Robert Porter, if you will admit the possibility that I am from K-Pax. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a beam of light to catch.